What up, what up, what up, everybody? This your boy Casey Cox, and you know where you at. You're right back here in the rebuild. Listen, I got a nice topic to talk to you about today. It may be a little controversial for some, right? But I do feel like I need to speak on it, so I'm going to speak on it. Pardon the little way, I just came home from work. Wanted to get down real quick and make this video real quick before I made other moves, right? Because it's been on my mind all day, so I just want to talk about it, right? So, listen, I'm going to start here first because this is where all this kind of came together for me, right? This started because, down in Florida, I don't know if much of y'all have been paying attention to what's going down in Florida. They got the governor, Ron DeSantis, down there, right? He's been doing a lot of things down there, man. He's been on one lately with all these different bills and things he's trying to pass and things going on, but one of the more recent things that I've seen, a bill that they're trying to pass down there, was something that would allow doctors and medical providers and other things like that. And I also believe insurance companies as well down there would be able to deny people of LGBTQ and that's in that community and other minorities, services and coverage and things like that. Like they can go to the hospital or go to the doctor and the doctor can say, no, I don't want to treat you because you're gay or you're transgender or you're whatever. I don't agree with it. And the insurance companies could say, no, we don't want to cover you because you're gay, because you're whatever. Or again, those other minority groups, maybe black, Mexican, whatever those other minority groups are, right? And I think that in itself is preposterous, it's horrendous, it's very troubling and disturbing that they're even considering doing something like this. I honestly don't think that it'll get passed, right? And if it did, wow, watch out for Florida, avoid Florida at this point by all costs, by any means, by all costs, don't avoid Florida if something like that get through. But, I don't really think it's going to get anywhere, but I just think the simple fact that they were trying something like this is problematic, and it's because it's just in their mind. It's the mindset that Ron DeSantis, these are the people having down there is dangerous, right? I think they're incredibly too preoccupied with this type of thing, that they're worried about what people are doing in their bedroom or who they're doing in their bedroom, to the point where they're trying to pass this type of thing. Why are you worried about them like that? I don't get it. They're probably I don't get they're trying to push their conservative Bible thumping beliefs. I'm a very conservative and Christian people, so we're trying to do God's work. And a lot of people feel very strongly towards it in a condemning way, because again they're thumping their Bible beliefs, and the Bible says it's an abomination and all that. But the Bible also says a lot of other things. My personal opinion on it is that, hey, a lot of that is above my pay grade. Damning people to hell, judging people to this extent, saying you can't get medical coverage. That's above my pay grade. I have nothing to do with that. Yes, the Bible says it's a abomination and all that. If you're a Christian, I don't know how you should look at it. But if you're a Christian and you read the Bible also says you're supposed to love one another as He has loved you, or paraphrasing, So where's the love? It's for me. I just love everybody as long as we can be respectful. I respect you, you respect me, respect my boundaries, whatever the case may be. Hey. But as long as you're doing ain't affecting me, I'm not knocking you. It's all love. Live your life. You're a human being just like me, right? Who am I to knock or judge and condemn you to hell? That's above my pay grade. I got nothing to do with where you go after you die. If there's an afterlife, I got nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? That there's a lot of feelings. I've seen a lot of videos over the years and things like that. People talking about there's all these agendas. They got their agenda. They're attacking masculinity. They're attacking the family. They're trying to break this and that down and all that. Now, honestly, I don't know much about all that conspiracy stuff. I don't know. I'm not here to speak on that per se. But there is one area, right, that I feel like there has been an agenda. I think it's a very clear agenda they've been pushing, and I personally don't agree with it. I don't like it, and that is that they're pushing this stuff in children's spaces, out in front of the children. They're putting it in children's cartoons and TV shows and things that's geared towards children, and I don't agree with that. Children are children. Let them be innocent for as long as possible. There's no reason, in my eyes, to be introducing homosexuality to them at such young ages. What do they need to know that for? What benefit does that serve? I don't know. I think I've heard some people say it's about conditioning them to be accepting of it early. So when they encounter it, they're more accepting of it because it's just normal. No, I don't agree with that. There doesn't need to be there. There's all these TV shows you coming out now. They have they're rolling it out in the cartoon shows. You have the characters. You have a character in the show, a child or somebody in the show, and they'll have like their parents. One of the characters' parents would be like a same-sex couple or something. 2 men, 2 women. That's a little slide in there. Or they'll have the characters themselves in the show. One of the main characters, one of the children, whatever it is gay. And it's getting far. It could be a show where it's like animals. Like it's like, I don't know, Paw Patrol or something, where all the main characters are animals. And there's somehow like this animal happened to be gay. What? How do you even introduce that into these type of things? It doesn't make sense, but they're pushing it in the cartoons and the TV shows. You see it in the movies. I took my daughter to the movies a little while ago to see Super Pets. One of the pet characters in the show, in the movie, their owners, they showed that their owners were a same-sex couple, and I believe they shared the kiss in the movie. Right? Then that Buzz Lightyear movie they put out not too long ago, that had a same-sex couple in that movie. There was 2 females kissed in that movie in the middle of a children's movie. They got this going on. Why? What's the meaning of that? It still need to be introduced to the kids like that. I don't agree with it. It's example. Again, it's like all these new children's movies that come out, they find a way to slide it in there. They find a way. They're pushing it to the kids. I remember the Power Rangers reboot that came out not too while ago, a couple of years ago. They had to reveal that the Yellow Ranger Trini was gay. Why? What was the how was that? What was the point of that to the plot? Did it help push the plot of the movie into that? No, but they just threw it out there. I don't agree with them pushing it out here in front of the kids. And I say it because at the end of the day, homosexuality, even heterosexuality, it's sex. It's sexual. The only component to it is who you're sexing. It doesn't have anything to do with any other aspect of a person's life other than the sexual life, who they have a sex with. So in actuality, I feel like what they're doing is, why are you trying to introduce sexuality to kids at a young age? It has to do with sex. That's what it's about. It's who they're sexing. Because what else makes you gay or straight? Who you sex, right? So you sexing women. If you're a man and you're sexing women, or you woman sexing men, then that's your heterosexuality. That's what makes you straight. There's nothing else, not the job you work, not the food you eat, not the gym you go to, not your cell phone brand decision, like I like Apple or Android. None of those things. I'm an Xbox guy. None of those things have anything to do with you being gay or straight. The only thing that is who you go sex with in the bedroom. So for them to be putting this in these kids' cartoons and these movies and stuff, it's like they're trying to introduce sexuality to these kids at a young age, and I don't agree with that. You're trying to sexualize children at a very young age. Get them thinking about this stuff, and I don't agree with that. I've heard someone say that the reason why they're doing this type of thing is to help kids grow to be more tolerant and accepting of it as they get out there in the world, because they see it and it's kind of normalized in their mind that it's just normal, just like everybody else. It's just something normal. I'm not whatever. Again, I don't agree with that, because now here comes the controversial part about what I gotta say, is that at the end of the day, and I don't mean this in any disrespect, but at the end of the day, we have to stop trying to normalize what is not normal, or try to naturalize what is just not natural. And I don't mean any disrespect. What I'm trying to say is, obviously the natural order, men, because men and women is what reproduces life, right? That's the sex that reproduces life. Men and women. A man and a man can't recreate life. A woman and a woman can't create life. So therefore, that's just not the natural order of things. It's just not. Again, I said some people might get offended and feel like, oh, feel offended. I'm trying to say they're not natural or whatever, but it's just not. It's all honesty, it's not. So we need to stop trying to, again, normalize something that's just not normal. Most kids are not going to just normally come up into a same-sex coupling. That's not normal. That happens through the two of them deciding to go adopt the baby from somewhere, or if it's two women, one of them get a vitro or something, and have it. But it's not normal. That's not. The majority of children born into this world are not going to be born to same-sex couples. That's just not what it is. So therefore, that's not something that children would naturally see. You get what I'm saying? So to put it in movies like it's a natural thing, it's just not natural. To put it in cartoon shows like it's a natural thing, it's just not natural. It's like you're trying to forge it into their minds that it is. That's why they're doing it so much. They keep pushing it in front of them to get them to think that it's normal. It's normal for two boys to be together. It's normal for two girls to be together. And again, all due respect, I'm not trying to offend no groups out there. It's just the truth is that it's not. It's just not. I didn't write the rules. I didn't write the way life works and whatever. That's just what it is. It's just not normal. It's not natural. The debate on being gay and all that is a choice and everything like that. I challenge people all the time on that. I say, well, how was it a choice? Did you choose to be straight? No, so how do you know that everybody that is gay just said, I know what, I can easily be straight, but I just choose to go out there and be gay? I don't know. It just happens, right? That's how I feel like. I don't know. Because my thing is, I challenge people like this. I put the question in about out there watching this video. If you feel like that it's a choice, right? That it's a choice, that would mean what? That everybody that's born has dual attraction, right? That you come out, and whenever you peek into because as kids, we don't know none of that till we go through our little puberty, we all, and we start seeing and feeling what we feel towards. I never made a choice. I just one day I noticed I've started realizing I like girls. There's another situation, whatever. But if you feel like it's a choice, then in my mind's eye, I feel like that means that we come up and we get to that age where we start to feel ourselves and going through the puberty, and now we're starting to get into our sexuality, that at one point, or maybe for now on after that point, you have dual you have dual attraction. You're both attracted to men and women, but you just make a choice every day to either live gay or straight. That's what I would put out there for people that say it's a choice like that. So first of all, I ask them, so when did you choose? You tell me the story of the time in your life where you came to that crossroads where it was either I go, because I'm attracted to both. I see I like men, I'm attracted to females, so I can go either way, right? But I choose to be straight, or I choose to go gay. Well, tell me your story, and the answer is always saying, well, I don't know, it didn't happen like that. I just do. Okay then. So hey, if all you know is one day all you liked was G.I. Joes and toys and picking and eating your boogers and being a kid, the next thing you know, you realize, oh, that girl, ooh, her chest is poking out a little bit. I don't know why that appeals to me so much. You just like girls. Then how could you say, without a shadow of a doubt, that that this person is gay was just a choice? They didn't have to necessarily be gay. They just chose to be. So like I said, I pose that to anybody out there that may see this video. Feel free to hit my comment section and holler at me. Let me know. Right? So as far as that goes, like I said, the debate on choice, I don't know. But it's just not natural. Things happen, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the physiology behind it, the psychology behind it. you choose to go gay, but it's just not the natural normal. It's just not what it is. Because if it was, I would like to think that the ratio, because it's obviously way obviously way more straight people than gay people. They make up a real small percentage of people in the world. So that speaks to the fact right there that it's a, to an extent, sometimes I get tongue tied. It's just abnormal. I'll just say it like that. I get tongue tied sometimes, but it's abnormal, right? Does that mean again that I go around bashing and people down? No, as I said earlier, that's not my thing. But it's just not natural. We need to stop trying to naturalize and normalize that, because it's just not, especially to the kids. Stop pushing it to the kids. Stop putting that out in front of them. They don't need to be exposed to sexuality, straight or gay. We don't need over displays of heterosexuality to kids. And they don't need the kissing even between a boy and a girl. We don't need all that to young kids at certain age. We don't need that. I don't know. Start pushing teenager PG-13 and whatever. I don't know. But little kids, like I take my daughter. My daughter is about to be 8 years old. So kids that age or younger, even 9, 10, they little kids. Let them be innocent as long as possible. They don't need to be going to the movies and seeing any type of sexuality. Back in the days, they ain't seen none of that. Well, let me not say none of that at all. Because the old school cartoon movies like Little Mermaid, all these things, they had the Lion King, they had Simba and his little girlfriend in there. It was, but it was very low key as compared to what you see now in kids movies, as far as like love interests and what they do, and it was real super low key compared to what you see now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just this space. I don't agree with that. They're pushing the sexuality on the kids, and I think it needs to stop. That definitely needs to stop, because it's getting out of control. And I'm honestly, kind of get my guard up with things. Oh, this new cartoon movie is coming out. Sure, I'd love to take my daughter to see it, but I don't know. Is there going to be some gay stuff in there? And as I said, I'm not discriminating, because again, I don't believe any type of sexuality should be introduced to kids. None. These are children, straight or gay. There shouldn't be none of it. Let the kids be kids. But the purely kid stuff in the movies, none of that stuff. Because again, how is it even relevant to the stories we were trying to tell sometimes? Again, maybe they might say they're trying to teach tolerance and things like that. Nah, there's other ways to do that than pushing sexuality per se. Because that's what it is. It's sex. There's nothing else. If I'm wrong, again, hit my comment section and let me know what else that covers besides who you sexing. It's sexuality. And it doesn't need to be pushed straight or gay. But I'm seeing a lot though that the gay thing is being pushed a lot in front of kids in these movies and cartoons and things coming out now. There was even there was another character that keep coming into my mind. Sesame Street, old school, right? I just watched Sesame Street growing up. They came out recently, earlier, not too long ago, and said, your man, my guys Bert and Ernie were gay lovers living together all this time. They were gay lovers living together all this time. Wow. Way to ruin a childhood. Like, sheesh. And what's the point of this now? After all of these years, what's the point of putting that out now? That's what I'm saying. Why are we doing this now after all of these years? We're coming out saying, so now any kids are going watching Sesame Street now. Now again, if they're aware of it, I don't know. But the adults like myself that know that, and my daughter sit down, it's like, oh, they're watching a gay couple now. Now they're just not Bert and Ernie anymore. Hey Bert, hey Ernie. It's not that no more. Now they're watching a gay couple. You see what I'm saying? Now again, the kids themselves may not be especially aware of it, but me as the parent, because I see these things, I'm aware of it. That I'm setting my child now in front of the TV to watch this gay Muppet couple now. Uh, Like I said, I don't know what it's about. I don't know. Again, you can hit my comments and let me know. Somebody educate me as why this is necessary. It's obviously an agenda. It's obviously an agenda that they're pushing out there to kids. It's one thing because you see it a lot of everything else, like all these other movies and TV shows. Is everything is it's just everywhere, man. It's just everywhere now. But I guess it's one thing for it to be an adult stuff, whatever, But do the kids know? Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. Let them have their space. Let them be children. They have plenty of time to grow up and get introduced to that stuff if that's what they want to pay attention to, if that's what they are. You know what I mean? You don't got to be introducing to them when they 5, 6, 7, 8, trying to go watch their favorite cartoon character at the movies on TV, and here you go, got to splash some gay stuff in there. And like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I don't want to say like I'm coming off as some type of, gay basher or something, because I'm not. And again, my daughter's coming up. She's still growing up. I don't know what road she may end up going down. So that's what I'm saying. I would never be the type to bash and then my own child. Because I've known some people. I've known a man from the church I used to go to back in the days, a deacon. He went up to be he's trying to be the preacher, so whatever. He's just a deep church guy, And he used to sit up in church and be like, yeah, I really hate these gays and I just want to get my Holy Ghost punch. Like he really had that church-like disdain for them. But the ironic thing was his own daughter, teenage, young adult daughter, was gay herself. And I mean, like, what they call them now, AGs, studs, like that. So it's like, here you are doing all this bashing, but then how do you go home to your daughter? Will you go home and want to punch your daughter? Or what do? You go home and show your daughter love, but out here in public, you hate the rest? You can't do that. That's why it's like, you never know. You never know. I don't, you just don't know. So my thing is, hey, because I tell you right now, when, the future comes, whatever may unfold, if it unfolds in that direction, I tell you now, that's my daughter. And I would never hate her, disown her, or anything. That's my daughter. She was my daughter, and I loved her with all my heart long before, again, sexuality came along. Long before she became anything sexual, she's my daughter, she's my princess, she's my heart. And she will be that regardless of who she lays with in the bedroom. And that won't change how I feel about my child. So, other people get very upset. Oh, they own their kids, and oh, hell no, I would never want. Listen, they're my child first. She's my child first, and she will always be that. That's how I feel about it. So, hey, it is what it is. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not knocking nobody else. I'm just saying, I just don't feel that it's proper to have it displayed like that in front of children. Children don't need to see that. Leave the children alone. That's my only message in all this. Leave the children alone, man. Let the kids be kids. Let the kids be kids, because I don't know. I may have to be screening these movies and stuff before I let my daughter watch them, because I don't agree with that being in the forefront of these things anymore. Even these TV, like I said, you can't be safe with these TV shows. Turn on Disney Channel and stuff, and they got this type of thing, and I'm like, why? Why are they introducing this on Disney Channel and things like that to the kids who's watching this stuff? Because like I said, at the end of the day, here's the big thing I need people to grasp and get. At the end of the day, it's sexuality that they're pushing to kids, because that's all it is. It's sex. It's nothing else. As I said, there's no other component of life that's anything to do with heterosexuality and or homosexuality. It's all about who you're sexing. So what you're pushing to these kids at this point is the idea of sexuality. That's what you're pushing to them. And why do they need to be aware of sexuality at this young age? They don't. That's the answer. They don't. They need to be kids. So with that being said, listen, hey, my comment section is open. Hit me up. Let me know how you feel. I encourage and I welcome the feedback, you know, in any shape, form, or fashion. And again, please bear with me. Like I said, I don't mean no disrespect to anybody, to any groups out there. I'm all about love. I love everybody. And, you know, I love all people. I love people as people. We all people. We all humans. And I love everybody. I don't agree with everything and everybody that everybody do, because there's some real knuckleheads out there. But I in general, I love. It's just all love, you know. But like I said, I welcome the feedback and everything. So hit the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Share the video. You know, I would love to, you know, to start a conversation, the Discord. Let me, you know, what's up. So with that being said, though, you know, as I tell my people all the time, stay strong, keep pushing forward, do your thing, and most of all, let's get it.